If you would like to know how to create this art journal page, then stay tuned and I will exactly show you how. Hi, here's Max, this time with a new art journal page. I'm feeling like summer, and so today's page should be extraordinarily colorful. And so I'm keeping the background very simple this time. I'm using 2 old book pages for this and tearing them into shape. And as usual, they will be adhered with matte medium gel. And after everything is dry, I'm applying a layer of gesso. To only have a light wash of gesso, I'm dabbing the page with a baby wipe and so taking off some of the gesso again. Now that the script is shining through, I'm applying my Dylusions acrylic paints with a baby wipe again to keep control of the amount of paint that goes onto the page. Here and there I'm applying parts of a pattern with a stencil and distressing. The stencil that I'm using now inspired me to experiment a little bit with modeling paste. I'm therefore masking it with post-it tape to only have the roses. Then I'm applying the modeling paste with a spatula. And if this does not have the desired result, you can easily take it off again as long as it is still wet, and then applying a new one. And just for the fun of it, I'm creating another one on top of the page. While this is drying now, I'm preparing some butterflies. To make the most out of my supplies, that I again listed in the description box below, I'm trying to create different shadings out of the same ink pad. As these stems are only stamping parts of the whole image, I'm simply inking the background stamp once and then stamping it twice to take the lighter version of it for the basis of the butterfly. Next I'm using the next layer with the full ink, and then I'm using white ink to stamp the pattern in the middle. And especially with white you sometimes need to do this twice to get the desired result. As white pigment ink takes a while to dry, I'm doing the same with the big yellow butterfly. But instead of lighten the pattern with white, I'm now enforcing it with orange, but in the light secondary stamping. And finally the inner part of the small butterfly will be stamped. And then I'm stamping the bodies in one go. Afterwards I'm fussy cutting the butterflies and also creating a third one. And next we can go to the modeling paste again. I am mixing it with acrylic paint to get a shiny green for the flourishes. Now I mask the roses to better apply the paste. I'm doing that in stages and letting it dry for a while until I'm doing the next part. Covering the already done pieces with a paper towel helps to avoid a mess. And so, step by step, we are getting the full picture. And then everything will be sealed with matte medium again before I'm creating the statement for today. I am using a stamp this time, creating "There is Magic in the Summer" by using Memento Tuxedo black ink. Because the journal meanwhile has become a little bit chunky, I'm helping with a piece of cardboard, stamping the letters on an even surface. I'm positioning the butterflies in between to see where to stamp the words. And as soon as the letters are dry, I'm adhering the butterflies to the page. And as you may already know, one of my favorite techniques is the shading, as it somehow brings everything to life. I'm using my brown Stabilo felt marker for this and smearing it with my fingers to create a shadow around the flourishes. The modeling paste seems to be a challenge this time, but latest at the butterflies, this works wonderful as it usually does. Next, I'm using a white gel pen to highlight the letters a little bit. And surely I'm bringing some shimmer onto the butterflies with the Wink of Stella Clear Glitter pen. And finally I found some foil stars that fit really well into the spare places of the page. And so I'm also adhering them with matte medium and using my quick stick to give the tiny pieces a lift. And so, our page is done. To get a better view on the intensity of the colors, I of course have some pictures for you as usual. And as always, I hope you had fun and got inspired. And if so, I would love to get a thumbs up and a comment. If this is your first time here, I also would love to have you subscribe. By this, you show me that you like my arts and will be informed immediately as soon as a new video is uploaded. For more inspiration, you can click on the 2 other videos here on the page, or use the links in the description box, as well as the info cards popping up now. So, there is nothing more to say than thank you so much for watching and hope to catch you next time again. Bye bye!